refugee is not supposed to get a national ID, what else are they supposed to do?
Yes, thank you, Ingrid.
Yes.
Now, a refugee, as you know, first of all, viewers have to know how one becomes a refugee.
Yes.
Like being a refugee is not a citizenship type. It is not that someone has come to your country by will.
Okay.
Ideally, all that is a program. It's a government program. And that program is under the office of the Prime Minister. It is the one in charge of setting up refugee settlements, refugee camps. So it is also mandated to identify them. So the office of the Prime Minister takes full charge of creating refugee IDs or doing refugee identification for all the refugees. So those ones are not handled by Nira, because Nira, you remember when we began the show, I explained that Nira basically does registration of citizens and of course non-citizens who are the aliens, but it does not register refugees.
Okay.
So a refugee is identified by the office of the Prime Minister.
Okay.
Perfect.
Now, what are the most misconceptions you get as Nira that you think the public has about you?
Currently, as a registration officer, I really not say much on behalf of the viewers.
Okay.
But I will say much on behalf of us. Actually, what I can mention is a lot of citizens have not understood what identification is yet. The people with IDs and still question, why is my ID expiring? This and that. A lot of discussions down there. But what we do as Nira, like this opportunity we get, we do our civic duty, we do our constitutional mandate of making sure we explain the legal mandate of being identified, the benefits of being identified, the benefits of having a national ID, what comes with it. So by doing that, ideally we try to erase all the misconceptions that come from the public.
Okay.
Yeah.
And citizens have also expressed concerns on delay of national IDs, long queues, or errors in details.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is Nira doing to improve the services?
All I can say, Nira has been in existence for 11 years. You know, I'm proud of that.
I see.
Because even if it were you, when you have your child 11 years, the child would be in senior 1, senior 2.
Yeah.
We've grown.
Senior 1, senior 2?
Me, I did P7. I was 11 years.
Yeah, we have to be P7 at least. 11, 12, P7.
So a P7 child has
3 years to go to school.
A P7
Parents
child
torture kids by these days. You find a kid is 2, 1.5, they're joining school.
So a P7 child has really grown by now. Now, bringing it to Nira, of course we've grown through challenges here and there. We've grown through learning and unlearning. What you've talked of the delay, there are so many reasons that bring about the delays. For instance, some of them in the past were on our side. Of course, we apologize. Then others, to a large extent, were on the client side.
Okay.
Ideally, a client not knowing what am I supposed to do, what's the client's role, or what is the role of the citizen, what am I supposed to do? So some would come to office with wrong requirements to be registered. Others would come with half requirements. For instance, as you know, registration, one needs an LC1 letter and parents' IDs. So someone would come with just one parent's ID, leaving out the LC letter. So all those would really cause delays.
Okay.
Then, of course, as I've said, we've been learning and unlearning. Because Nira was a baby that was so delicate, because this is a security system. So there are a lot of issues we follow or we consider. There are a lot of parameters we look at before saying you are a true citizen.
Yes.
So that brings about a delay, but the delay that brings about a clean national identification register, because we want the real citizens,
Okay.
qualifying citizens. So we don't want to just register it today, tomorrow you have an ID, an in with an ID, but without properly interrogating you or interviewing or scrutinizing. So ideally, if we want to get an ID, it goes through a series of processes. So it goes through data processing.
Okay.
Yeah, it goes through a lot of processes in the background that we may not mention here. So it brings about a delay, though the delay is bearable. And as I speak now, the national ID is a document you can get in the shortest time possible.
Okay.
Yes.
So I have someone I know.
Yes.
We applied for, I think, a NIN together that was in school,
Yeah.
still in O level. And for some reason, this person has a NIN, but they don't have a hard copy yet.
Yes.
And it's been long because I already have my hard copy already.
Yes. So I think I will correct you again. It's not for some reason. There are
Several reasons.
not several reasons. But there is a reason as to why, or there are processes, different processes
Okay.
that lead to someone getting a physical card. For instance, you remember me mentioning before 16 years you don't get a national ID, a physical card.
Yes, yes.
So that person might have registered below 16. It is very possible.
Okay.
Then that person might have registered, submitted requirements that were not sufficient. It is also possible. So if you register and you do not submit sufficient requirements, well, you might get a NIN, but the NIN remains inactive until you submit all the requirements, you appeal for citizenship.
Okay, now this
Then it
person's
becomes
concern
active.
is
Yes.
because the NIN has got him several things. He has got a driving permit using the NIN. Yes.
Yeah, then it means that NIN is active.
Yeah, but
So-
he has failed getting a national ID.
He has
Someone
not-
even who is in this building, literally.
He has not failed.
Okay.
The fact is, if you have a NIN, an active NIN, that you can even use to obtain other services, then move into Nira, inquire, may I know why my NIN is getting me this and this, and my ID is not coming out? That is what I talked of, civic duty.
Yes.
Let the person walk into the Nira office, inquire, present the NIN, we shall advise
Okay.
that maybe the ID is not coming out because of this and this. Yeah, but off head here on air, I cannot just tell. But if we check in the system, we can know that because of this and this, that's why your ID is not coming out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Vianney, we all know this. Many, I don't want to use most because you'll cover for me, but many parents neglect childbirth registration. How do you think childbirth registration is important, and what are the consequences of not?
Okay. So, first, before I even go into further discussion,
Yes, please.
you remember me saying registration is mandatory.
Yes, it is.
It is our duty as citizens to make sure we are registered. And now for the minors, we the parents must take it upon us. It must be our cardinal mandate to to make sure our children are registered.
Okay.
In that they can start accessing all the social services, benefiting from the constitutional, they are having their constitutional mandate. Having a NIN is a right. It's not a wish or a will. So it should be parents to take on that mandate to make sure their children are registered at birth.
Okay.
Now, what have we done as Nira? We've extended these services to the hospitals. We've extended them to the parish level. As I've explained, we have existence in 140 districts,
okay.
46. So around the country, we are doing campaigns, outreaches here and there. We also do different projects.
Okay.
Recently, we've been having a project focused on children, and it is still ongoing. We are visiting schools and basically registering the minors, the children. In hospitals, it is a mandate and it is our cry and urge to all the doctors, the mothers, the young mothers, the fathers.
Okay, the other gender, no?
Yes. And I won't go into that. But it is our cry to them.
Yes.
And we advocate for child registration, early child registration.
Yes.
Because in turn, it benefits both the parents and
it makes life easier for both of them
in future.
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay.
So we've been doing a lot of campaigns. I think you've been seeing what we do all over the country, doing campaigns of registration. At one time, we even had a competition of who can sing the best birth registration song. We've been doing all that. So we have brought services closer to the people. We've done a lot of outreaches in schools. We've done a lot of outreaches in churches, in homes. So we've done a lot, ideally. Now, we still make a campaign that mothers, mostly the young mothers, should bring their children for registration. Because having a NIN alone not only benefits the child, but it also opens doors and it opens a lot of opportunities for the child. Getting a birth certificate is one of them. Being identified, accessing government programs, accessing services like immunization. It gives government, it makes its work of planning for these children better. For instance, knowing which area has these minors, what do we plan, like how do we distribute the different immunization apparatus. I think you get what I'm trying to say. So ideally, we just make a campaign that to make life easy for these minors, because they cannot decide on themselves, but it should be the cardinal role of parents and guardians, for those who have no parents, to make sure their kids are registered. Okay. Perfect.
Now, Mr. Vianney, for most of us, the viewers are wondering what is with the new ID format, and some of us find it actually complex. And also, is this new ID format only applies to when your ID has expired or even before its expiry? Please.
By format, what do you mean? You mean the physical appearance?
No. How can I tell it in a man's understanding? What is with the new ID registration? Because you are hearing the new IDs you are registering for. We are getting rid of the old ones. With time, they'll get rid of the old ones. So what is special with this new format? And also, to apply for the new ID, must I wait for my old ID to expire or even before?
Okay, thank you. To the viewers, because you also are viewer.
I'm a viewer.
I don't know why I keep on forgetting. Ideally, we've been doing a project of mass registration and mass renewal.
Yes.
Which ended last month. Hey, it is this month. It ended early this month.
That exercise was, everyone got to know about it. At least I will give you a credit on that.
And that is why I said Nira has really excelled.
Okay.
Yeah, ideally, mass registration and mass renewal came about because our national IDs expire after 10 years.
Yes.
Now, when the ID expires, it does not mean your citizenship has ceased. It is just this plastic card that expires.
Okay.
You're
still recognized as a Ugandan.
Yeah, not still.
You are.
But you are.
Okay.
It is the physical card that expires because of very many reasons. Can I mention? Or we can skip that?
No, please.
Okay. So why IDs expire? One, of course, they are plastic cards. They can't be defaced. They could be damaged. Then the other issue, of course, biologically, we've had a study that after 10 years, you keep on developing physically. These ridges change. So your appearance 10 years back is not the same.
Yeah, sure.
Physically. So when you look at your image, I understand you could be a baby 10 years back. But now when you look at the full-grown woman you're like, these are two different people. So that's why we're going into that. Then, of course, technology changes. We have what we call the ICAO standards.
Okay.
Have you heard of it?
Yeah, I have.
Okay. So those are the standards we base on.
Okay, now I heard about they take the iris, something about this.
I'm coming.
And then people think that now these are one of the misconceptions I wanted you to talk about, because some Ugandans are just so superstitious. When you hear that they're scanning the eye, they think the other way around.
Which way?
We are still talking about the view. We are still talking to our viewers.
Yes.
The way they understand these things. Someone back in the village, when they understand that they are actually scanning my iris, they'll be like, maybe they're taking it for a cult. Remember, there is something that came after crypto? It was in Kenya, whereby you go and you scan your eye, and they were saying in a period of I don't know how many years we shall be getting money. Yes, and then we went and scanned our irises. But what was concerning about this group of people is that they were paying us to scan our own eyes. You get?
I understand.
And then claiming that it will pay off later. So this system, that's the misconception I actually wanted you to point out.
Okay, so the point I was bringing out about the ICAO standards,
yes,
those are the international standards we use in identification.
Okay.
So as time goes on, technology changes. In those days, we were capturing a few biometrics, just the fingerprints, the image, and maybe, I think those are the ones we were capturing. Fingerprints and the image. Now we have developed, of course, by benchmarking.
Okay.
So ICAO standards have stated that also the iris is a better biometric and it is a better parameter of identification.
Okay.
So that's why we used it. So about the misconceptions people have about capturing their biometrics and the iris, all I can say is government cannot wish bad for the citizens.
Yes.
That is one. Then the other issue is leave alone these people that have announced maybe we do this and this, we shall give you money. Ours is about citizenship.
Yes.
And when you look at our mandate, it is constitutional.
Yeah.
It is not maybe business, it is not what. So it is a civic duty, a constitutional duty. So I think we shall leave it at that. It is a constitutional duty. So about the superstitions, what and what, we shall leave that to the business people, to the TikTok world.
Okay.
But here in registration, and by the way, we always welcome such issues.
Of course.
If you really don't wish or don't will to give in your biometrics, come to Nira and explain to us.
Why?
Me, I don't want. And after understanding, we shall also explain to you why you should.
Yes.
And maybe we shall have a mutual understanding, because we can't fail.
Okay.
Perfect.
And I also think the other reason why their IDs have to expire is because people can have a tendency of impersonating. Maybe someone passed on years back. You get someone passed on years back. We are twins, and there is a service they're providing. They don't need to scan the ID to get your fingerprints. Just present your ID. We
So
have different institutions.
That one at a small extent. That is
not
what I
common,
can say.
yeah?
Not being common,
Okay.
but it's not part of the reasons, honestly.
I think it should be part of the reasons.
Why?
Yes, impersonation should be part of the reasons. I can take advantage of a sister who passed on some time back.
It's next to impossible. Why?
Yes, please.
Disguising to use someone's ID
Okay.
is not so easy or possible. Why? Because whenever we scan these IDs, it can never, however much you resemble your twin, you can never put your fingerprint and it shows the other person.
No, when it comes to
So there are
services
instances,
that do not include scanning,
Yes.
I can impersonate someone.
Then that is why we are rolling out integration,
Okay.
that all institutions will be benchmarking with Nira's information. Now, the moment someone gets the guts or the right of impersonating and goes through your system as in an institution, then that institution has a gap somewhere.
Yeah.
So that is why I'm saying to a large extent, we do not follow that because we don't believe in it.
Okay.
It just can't happen. You remember when I talked of a secure national identification register?
Yes, please.
We have really done it. Whenever we lose someone, we cancel the person out of the system.
Okay.
So you cannot present a dead man's ID and say I'm so and so. The moment we put it there, it will display deceased person.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Mr. Vianney, do you mind breaking down or taking
The
us
different
to
roles
Exactly.
we do. So registration, one, what is our role? First of all, you need to come into our office. If you are a citizen by registration, you must be having the certificate of registration, citizenship by registration from DCIC, and it has to be certified. The same applies to dual citizenship. You must come to us with a certified certificate of dual citizenship.
Okay.
The same applies to naturalization. Okay?
Yes.
Then the citizens under Article 9 of 1995 Constitution, those must come with the documents of maybe their parents, grandparents, those identification documents. For instance, the birth records obtained back then. We would give resident permits in 1962.
Yes.
We have the British
I think that
Protectorate.
can be the best thing someone to present.
Yeah, we have the Protectorate identification documents they would give to citizens at that time.
Yes.
Then citizen by birth, you must present your parents' IDs, one of the parents' IDs, if you're an adult, and the LC1 letter, which should be endorsed by the chairman, LC1, and the DISO of that area.
Okay.
Yes. Then what we do in registration, first of all, when you move into the registration center, this time round it is a registration office. We receive your documents,
Okay.
go through them, and check have you properly filled, have you submitted them well, then we start our interview. Then it's about asking about your parents. In other words, trying to relate what you've submitted and what you're explaining. Then after approving or after realizing what you've given us is right, we approve and capture your biometrics and process the ID.
Okay.
Yeah, then there are our sisters and brothers who submitted wrong information. It could be due to excitement.
Okay.
Others never believed us. They were like, now, let me give in my nickname. This thing will not be so serious.
They won't even see it.
Yes. Now, the person has come to apply for a job and they have a funny name on the ID that does not appear on the academic documents.
Oh, yeah.
Someone submitted years that make the person so young. Now the person wants to retire out of service. Someone submitted years that make him or her young. Now the person wants to access NSSF benefits.
Yeah.
These are pretty girls who give in less years.
Yes.
Now the person wants to get a job and the ID does not match academic documents. There are people who want to stand for politics. There are people who want passports and their details do not match. There are people who want jobs and what's on the ID is different from what is here. So we have what we call correction of information or change of particulars.
Yeah.
Yeah, ideally there is a series of requirements that we give for each change you're making. And that the requirements come about if the change is done by you, the client. If it is Nira that made an error, no requirements are needed, and obviously we shall do the change without any requirement, without any cost.
Okay.
You just move to us, we check the system and identify that maybe the spelling error was done by us, maybe it was a typo.
How will you be in the know?
Whenever you're registering, you fill forms.
Oh,
now
yeah.
we scan those forms onto our system.
Yes.
So when you come, we revisit what we scanned and check is the error ours or yours. So if the error is ours, we clear it there and then without any charge, any requirement. But if the error is yours as the client, then requirements come about. For instance, if it is a name change, spelling, order of names,
Yes.
Maybe removing a pet name.
Do you think? Do you expect me to have the forms till then?
You might have lost them.
I may have lost them, and I'm just claiming you to have made the mistake, even if it was me.
That's what I'm saying. We don't base on what you give us.
Yeah.
Because we understand Ugandans are smart.
Yes.
They can doctor them. But we had already scanned them on our system.
That is nice.
So even when you bring them physically, we don't even look at them.
Okay.
We focus on what is scanned on the system. Yep. So we use statutory declarations. Those are now legal requirements for the legal documents. We use deed polls that we gazette. Then we attach supporting documents like the academic documents, like the work records, like the birth records, baptism records. So ideally changes we may not discuss further here because for me to give you a requirement for a change, first of all I need to check properly and know is the error yours or ours. Then what change are you making? Because requirements are not, should I say, they're not universal for all issues, but change of particulars requirements are different for each change you're making.
Okay.
They are not the same. Yeah, then replacement. If you lost an ID, the good thing, we skipped the discussion on the mass enrollment and renewal. We didn't complete, but when we started renewal, we replaced the ID without payment. All you need to do, you get a police letter showing you lost the ID, then we renew it. Yeah. Except those who have lost these new ones we have printed. Those ones attract a fee of 50,000 and a police letter. But the old ones, no fee.
Okay.
Then the other service we do is, of course, renewal now. For all the IDs that are expired, you just present your NINI number. If you lost the ID, police letter. If you have it, carry a copy. Then the other service we do is update or get first ID.
Okay.
You remember what update is? I mentioned it.
Yes.
Yes. Those are the citizens that registered as minors and didn't get physical cards. They have now become 16 years. They have turned 16, they qualify. So we do what we call update or get first ID.
Okay.
Yeah. Then the other service is, I've talked of replacement.
Yeah, but when you spoke of renewal, I had earlier asked these new IDs, must I have an expired ID or even before it's expired?
Yeah, that is the explanation we skipped.
Yes. I just want you to give us a hint on that.
Expired IDs, of course, they have to be renewed. But there are those that are not yet expired. For instance,
yes, exactly.
I might have replaced my ID in 2023.
Okay.
It is expiring in 2033. Then am I
eligible to?
Yes, to renew it.
Yes.
Once a document is issued by government and it's not expired, it is a valid document. And no institution will chase you away that this is not a right ID, no, because it's valid and issued. Until Nira says officially that all those IDs are phased out.
Okay.
So those IDs are active, acceptable, and legally allowed.
Till Nira says.
Until we shall say so. Now, what do you do as a citizen? It is by will. Because this new ID has it has a different physical appearance.
Yes.
There are more security features that are embedded onto it. Then it is by will.
Okay.
Even when your ID is not expired, you can renew for you to get the new ID. But you could as well decide to go with your ID until Nira will announce that these IDs will phase. I think I've been clear on that.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah.
Okay, so talking about registration,
Yeah.
do you mind giving us a clue about death registration? Yes, please.
Yeah, so God forbid if you lose someone or if I'm sorry. So part of our mandate in civil registration is to cancel deaths or register deaths. And it also brings out our mandate of creating a clean register. So what is required for one to register death?
Yes, please.
One, we determine, is this death a home death? Is it a hospital death? Is it a, you know what I mean by home? Community. Yes. I mean a community death. So if someone dies from home, or someone died from the bush, he was knocked by a cow, someone slid and died, he was doctored. So if someone, if a community death occurs, someone has to get a notification of death from the sub-county. But of course, getting that, one has to have an LC1 letter, because you remember all those community deaths start from the community. So the chairman LC1 has to clearly explain, because you know people, Ugandans are smart. They will kill you to get your property.
I guess.
Hey, that you are there enjoying life. So LC1 letter endorsed by the chairman LC1. By endorsed I mean signature and stamp, and clearly showing that this is so and so. He died, he was known to us. Then they say so and so is processing that death certificate. So else one letter is mandatory. You must be having it.
Okay.
Then notification of death, you get it from the sub-county. And if it is a death of like long ago, 1980s, 90s, 70s, and so on, one needs to have family minutes.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. I wanted to find out, am I eligible to get a death certificate or register for a death certificate of someone I lost years back?
You can.
Okay.
These are the requirements I'm giving.
Okay, yes, please.
So the family minutes, they may not be mandatory, but they are supporting documents.
Yes.
They support that so and so has been appointed to process so and so's death certificate.
Okay.
Then for those deaths that are 80s and early 90s and 70s, yeah, we ask for a CID report, because we need the CID to come and investigate.
Okay.
Is this person really dead? They visit the grave and interrogate here and there to make sure we will cancel someone or we will issue a certificate to a deceased person.
Okay.
Then of course the declarant has to give in the ID. So who qualifies to be a declarant?
Okay. Yes.
It should be a close relative. And by close, we don't mean someone you knew so much, but we mean biologically a relative.
A son, a daughter.
For instance, a son or a daughter.
Okay.
If you had no children, your parents can do.
Okay.
If your parents are also deceased, your sibling. Yeah. So if it is now a hospital death, it becomes easy. The hospital will give you a certificate of, I'm forgetting. It's called a certificate of medical cause of death.
Okay.
Yeah, so the hospital issues that. Then the hospital issues a notification of death. So once you have those, you come to us as the declarant with your ID. Of course, a qualifying declarant, sibling, son or daughter or parent. But of course, how do we identify? We have a system. If you claim you are son, we check. Did you feel this person as your father or mother? If you didn't, then we can't issue the certificate.
Okay.
So ideally, that is about death certificates.
So what about if we lose someone in the diaspora? Does that still lie under the community death? Because, I mean, we have lost someone in Saudi Arabia, and they are back home, we have buried them and all that. Must the LOC be in the know?
What I can say about that,
Yes, please.
because you asked an interesting question.
Yeah.
Is that regarded a community
Yeah,
death?
because I don't find it being in hospital. So what else? I feel like it may fit under community
Yeah, it's
death.
a very nice question. I'm coming to that.
Okay, yes, please.
The question is, does it become a community death or is it?
Yes, please.
Then my question is the diaspora our community?
No,
No, it is not.
Exactly.
So ideally, what do we do?
Yes.
Nira also registers diaspora deaths. But remember, whoever dies from abroad has death records already by the other country.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Now, we cannot issue two death certificates.
Okay.
So the moment you have your death records from the other country, you come to Nira and register the death with a statutory declaration from any certified lawyer.
So whatever record it is from the other country is considered on the same level with a certificate here?
We shall not say considered,
Okay.
but they issued death records. So it might be a certificate, it might be a notification, but it will be a death record. So that is the record we register and confirm we have registered this death in our register.
Okay.
But we don't issue a certificate of a person who didn't die from here.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, so Mr. Vianney, to make your work easy as Nira, what do you think is the citizen's responsibility? Yes.
Ideally, doing the right thing as it has been told to them. Because Nira information is everywhere now. We have published it on our website. We've done radio shows, we've done TV shows, we have done public awareness, we've done outreaches. So almost 90% of Ugandans know what Nira is, they know what is required, and even the few that don't can access the information because we are everywhere in the country.
Yes.
So the citizens have a role to make sure they are registered. Not even a role, but they must.
Okay.
Because it's mandatory.
Now, talking of a citizen's responsibility, and you're saying they just have to register. Maybe let the citizen know what their responsibilities from the challenges you face.
Basic, the ideally what
because I am thinking, I am in the know that most challenges you face as Nira is not because of your incompetence, but it
because of the clients.
Yeah, it could be the citizens.
Yeah, so there are a lot of gaps, of course, at the side of the citizens.
Okay.
And the major gaps are not having the sufficient requirements. But all these requirements we mentioned are not hard to get.
Oh, yeah.
They are very easy to obtain. For instance, registration. Will you fail to get your parents' IDs? Will you fail because some of them will say my parents are in the village and in Kampala. We are in a digital world. They should always forward them to you. You print them out. That makes it easy. Even if they are abroad. Then the else one letter. If you fear to get a document from the local authority, then that is already a red flag. You get?
Okay.
Yeah, so ideally, I would just encourage or urge citizens to move to the necessary registration centers, as we've explained to them.
Okay.
They move to the local authorities. Let them get the service. Because we are ready and we are there at large to serve them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Vianney, I have some questions. They could be a rapid fire of a yes or no, or a simple explanation, just from a few members. Someone is asking, is the national ID mandatory? That one we answered, yes, it is. It's not a luxury. It's not a choice. It's one's responsibility. Can someone access government programs without national ID? Are you in place to answer that?
Definitely I am.
Yes, please.
Like I've mentioned, you can access so many things without it, yes. But most of the social services accessed with a national ID. So I will advise the person who asked that to access whatsoever he can without it. If he finds a service he cannot, then it's already a check.
Or that person should go and get an ID, not ask whether
you shouldn't ask.
They should not be in that position at this moment.
The person has to just do the civic duty.
Yes. So how long does it take to process corrections?
It depends. Because if you have all the requirements ready, we do the correction there and then we capture biometrics.
I think I corrected something, and that was, I don't know if you get, when I was applying for an ID, I was in O level.
Yeah.
It is supposed to be, it was 5th of April, 0504. And now
1990.
No, you're not going there. And now when we're applying, it was teachers mostly who were helping us. And I told this, we had draft copies, and then they draft for us on the fair copy. Now I wrote 04, 5th of April, and now 5th of April, 0504, and this lady changed to 0405. So it became 4th of May. And I think when I applied for a correction, it just took me 3 months. And by then I was still in high school. Still, it was not a problem for me because I'd not reached a point whereby I think that an ID is something
so important.
Yeah, it's so important. It was not a very important document, so I was not in a hurry for. So for that person, I think it can be a maximum of 3 months.
I won't take it to that.
Can it
Not
be
it
less?
can be less. But you know, we are working towards excellence.
Okay.
Even a week or two, we are looking towards that. As long as requirements are there, everything is correct, we are working towards having the shortest timeline possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another one is asking, what advice do you have for the first-time applicants?
What advice do I have?
Yeah, for
those who have never registered.
Yes, or someone who
let
has...
them come and register.
Okay.
We are everywhere registering. Registration centers are everywhere. Let them just come and register.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as we conclude, what final advice do you have for a Ugandan regarding the registration of national identification?
What final
message do you have for our viewers?
My final message would be, let Ugandans come and register.
Okay.
And let them take on the cardinal role of bringing their children for registration, because it benefits the children and the parents. So ideally, we are now doing a project of children.
Okay.
And I call upon Ugandans to embrace it massively. Register minors at birth, at the earliest time possible.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Vianney Bugembe. It has been an educative show. Yes.
Thank you.
And actually, we have learned more that I also did not know. I was not in the know of. Yes.
Really?
Yeah. And to our viewers, this is an institute that affects every Ugandan, right from birth till adulthood. So it's important that we get to be in the know of who is there to serve us, what are we supposed to know, or what qualifies for us to get a national ID. And a national ID is not just a card, but this is a key to many opportunities, to many government services that maybe you are obligated to get. And national IDs registration is not a luxury, it's a responsibility. Thank you for keeping up with us here on Know Your Government. Good night.
See them.